All right, so we have Kitty Kitty already coming to say hi for the post-game fan reaction. Also, I didn't know if it was appropriate to wear the victory chain because it's a split squad matchup. The Oilers lost 3-2 in Edmonton, but they beat Calgary 3-0 in Calgary. So technically they did win, but they also lost. So do you win the victory chain? Should the victory chain have been half on, half off? I don't know, guys. You can let me know what your thoughts are. I put the victory chain on just to be safe because I know if I wasn't wearing it, so many of you would have pointed it out, and then I would owe you all gifted memberships. And I don't want to owe anyone gifted memberships quite yet. We're going to do lots of gifted memberships this season, but I don't want to owe anyone yet, not during preseason at least. The Edmonton Oilers, as I mentioned, they lose 3-2 in overtime in Edmonton, but they beat Calgary 3-0 at the Saddle Dome. Lots to talk about here. A few players in particular that we're going to go after. Not go after like in a negative way, but we are going to talk about a couple surprises in a positive way and a couple surprises in a negative way. So if you end up enjoying today's post-game fan reaction, make sure to hit that like button. And if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, right? Kitty Kitty, what do we think, buddy? Hey, you want to come say hi, bud? Come say hi to the fans. The fans love you, Kitty. Come on up. Come on over here. Come say hi to the fans. There you go. Yeah, he's going to lay down right there. He's going to get nice and cozy. Love to see that. So let's talk about the game that occurred in Edmonton at Rogers Place. Now, obviously, the Oilers did not have any of their big guns tonight in either building. They didn't have McDavid, no Draisaitl, no Ekholm, no Bouchard, no Nugent Hopkins. They didn't have any of their like top unit players, right? So you're looking for a lot from their younger players. Let's take a look at the box score for the 3-2 loss. Darnell Nurse scored for Edmonton, 3:46 into the second period, I should say. And it was just a random wrister from the point. This is a goal that probably should never go in. Nice job by Petrov, who we are going to talk about, wins the board battle. Nurse just throws it on net and it goes in. Like, I don't know about that one. Kind of a weird one. And then Morgan Frost, he ended up scoring later in the period. So did Joel Farabee. And then the Flames actually, I think they kind of got robbed. After Petrov made it 2-2, the Flames did make it 3-2, but the goal was called back for goalie interference. Klapka on Calgary. By the way, absolute monster, that Klapka guy. But Matvei Petrov, he tied the game at 2 late in the second period, got in on the forecheck behind the Flames net. The puck came around here. It was thrown towards the net. And then Petrov behind the goal, he threw it in front. It goes off of a defender's skate and in. Petrov, that is his first goal of the preseason, goal and an assist for Matvei Petrov. And this is a prospect that a lot of fans are very, very familiar with. A lot of fans, I think, had a lot of high hopes for him 2-3 years ago. His development just hasn't been there. He hasn't produced at the AHL level the way we thought. He hasn't been able to even sniff the NHL roster, even though he may have been projected to be an NHLer a few years ago. So it's nice to see a guy like Petrov really contribute positively. That is just going to get him more ice time, more reps, and they're really going to want to take a deeper look at his game the further into preseason we get. Morgan Frost, he scored the overtime winner. We're going to quickly take a look at the edge visualizer on this one. Matthew Savoy just went for a change. Puck behind the net. Podkolzin couldn't get it. Came out in front. Frost, listen, I know it's preseason, right? The Oilers lost in this game, so it doesn't matter. But I am just going to say, Darnell Nurse, Frost, he's bobbling the puck. Nurse, putting pressure. Maybe you want to get in on him physically. Maybe you want to get a stick in the lane. Maybe you want to block the shot. I don't know. Nurse is kind of just standing there, lets him get the shot off. Now, Tompkins, you don't want that puck to go in ever. That was a pretty nasty goal. Calgary only had 14 shots on net, and they scored 3 goals for Tompkins. Again, first NHL action with the team. I think you want a little bit more from him, personally. I'm just saying. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. The penalties in this game, each team had, Calgary had 3 power plays. The Oilers had 2. And so Nurse, second star. Petrov, third star. Probably should have been the second star, in my opinion. Not sure how Nurse got second star over Petrov. Who was picking the 3 stars of these games? It sure as heck ain't me. Prosvetov, obviously, definitely deserved first star for the Calgary Flames. He was unbelievable in their net. Now, like I said, I want to talk about Petrov very, very quickly, and then we'll go to the second game. We'll try and cover both games here. Petrov, take a look. He played 10:51, but I found he was very effective in that 10:51. I thought his ice time was increased a little bit in the third period. He had a goal and an assist. If we take a look at who led the players in ice time, it was Savoy. But I'm going to mention right now, Matthew Savoy looked very quiet tonight. he had a very quiet game in Edmonton, and I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting more from Frederic, Savoy, and Podkolzin. I know it's just preseason. You're trying to get a feel for different guys. You're trying to see how different guys look with each other. I think Savoy, he made a couple plays where he tried to set some players up instead of maybe just taking the puck to the net himself. I would have liked to see a couple more shots from Savoy. Would have liked to see him assert his speed a little bit more. Credit to the Flames defense, of course, for slowing him down. Podkolzin, he wasn't very effective tonight either. Frederic, you can tell he's trying to get his legs going. Tomasek played 16-24. That's a player that a lot of people have been saying pay attention to. I thought he had an okay game. Janmark was a +1. Good old Janmark. We love Janmark here, right? Janmark hat trick. I'll get his jersey, just like last year. Connor Brown hat trick, get his jersey. Mariala had an assist, 14-28 of ice time. I thought Mariala had a pretty good game. Hamblin, 13-40 of ice time. Stonehouse only played 9-44. If we take a look at the defense here, Wallman and Nurse led the way. Regula only played 17-47, but the defense, they all had pretty even ice time. I did like Alec Regula a lot. I actually thought he was Edmonton's best defender other than Jake Wallman. I think Wallman and Regula had the two best games on defense. And Tompkins, a 786. He's doing his best Stuart Skinner impression tonight. Not sure if we like to see that. Now, let's move on to the game that matters, the one where they won 3-0. Let's go, victory chain. This is the game that matters, folks. Kasperi Kapanen, Connor Clattenburg, and Riley Stillman with the goals for Edmonton. And they outshot the Flames 29-20. We'll take a look at the edge visualizer here for Kapanen's goal. This was a great play, by the way. Puck goes to Kulak, and then he finds Ike Howard, who's streaking up the middle, catches the defense off guard for the Flames. Howard throws it in the middle of the ice to Kapanen. Shot squeaked through the goaltender. You might have wanted a save there for Calgary. Nice goal for Kapanen, though. Nice play by Ike Howard. He gets an assist. I think Howard had a terrific game for the Calgary Flames. For the Edmonton Oilers against the Calgary Flames. Ike Howard is not a Calgary Flame. Idiot. Connor Clattenburg, he scored the second goal for Edmonton in the third period at 8:18. An absolute beautiful giveaway by the Calgary Flames. Came across the ice. Number 51 just throws a pizza up the middle. Clattenburg does a good job reading that. He picks that puck up in the middle, and then he goes far side there into the open cage. Now, Connor Clattenburg, this is a player who a lot of us have been talking about since the rookie showcase. He plays on an edge. He protects his teammates. He'll fight. He'll hit. And he gets into the dirty areas and bit of a scoring touch as well. Had a couple goals in that rookie showcase. Connor Clattenburg, he may be playing his way onto this team. They may not be able to send him down because of how he's playing right now. I know it's just one preseason game. I know it's just been a couple of rookie showcase games, but you have to think about that. Oh, it's only a rookie showcase game. Oh, it's only 2 rookie showcase games. Oh, it's only his first preseason game. That's 3 games in a row where Connor Clattenburg has made a positive impression, whether it's on the score sheet, whether it's helping a teammate out, whether it's fighting, hitting, whatever the case is. Connor Clattenburg has been all over it. He has been kind of a revelation, right? We saw a little bit of his tenacity last year in preseason, but this year, Connor Clattenburg has really taken another step. This is a player that is just working his butt off. He is outworking everybody on the ice. And players like that, even if they don't translate that success to the NHL level, in terms of goals, assists, that sort of thing, they still find a way to make the team. And Clattenburg is someone that is going to be making the coaches have very tough decisions, right? So Connor Clattenburg, great game from him. And then Riley Stillman, he scored the third goal for Edmonton, 11:47 into the period. Puck was behind the net. Oilers get the cycle going. Stillman across the ice, comes back to him, and then he's just going to rip one. I almost just swore there. What the I almost just said he's going to have to rip it. What am I doing? Listen, it's preseason. It's my first post-game fan reaction of preseason, so we're not even going to worry about it. We'll take a look at the box score here. We'll see who had the most ice time for Edmonton. You had Kapanen with 20 minutes. Cheeks Kapanen. Love to see that for Kapanen. Howard, 16:47. Good night for him. He had a shot on net. He had an assist. Noah Philp, again, very effective two-way play. He also had an assist on that third goal for Edmonton. Curtis Lazar, him and Philp, they are likely fighting for that fourth line center position once the season starts. We'll see who ends up getting it. Szymanski played 15:47, kind of a quiet night for Szymanski. Did a lot of good things. Also did some things that aren't amazing, but Max Jones probably not going to make the team. He played 15:04. Clattenburg only played 9:59, but he was in the box for over 5 minutes at one point because he did get into a bit of a scrap. So good for Clattenburg, always getting into scraps. He had a goal. Look for Clattenburg. I'm surprised he had less ice time because he is effective when he's out there. Yarventi only played 11:59. Again, It's preseason. We'll see how this looks moving forward. When it comes to the defense, Lepinen, who this is someone that Bob Stauffer was talking about, keeping an eye on. Lepinen, 23-42. Kulak, 21-30. He had an assist +2. Emberson, +2, 20-13. Stillman played the least amount of ice time for Edmonton on defense, 15-39. And then Janssen and Day, they combined for the shutout. Janssen with 12 saves on 12 shots. And Nathaniel Day, 8 saves on 8 shots. So you love to see that if you're an Oilers fan. You love to see that because you just never know, right? You never know with these goaltenders. They are voodoo, right? They're voodoo. So if you can have a goalie that can come into training camp and maybe push Stu and Pickard a little bit, right? Unfortunately, Tompkins is not someone that has looked like he's going to push for a goaltending position right now. But Janssen and Day combining for a shutout. Love to see that, right? We'll see if they can continue that good play moving forward. That is basically the post-game fan reaction. There's going to be a lot more to talk about in the day after discussion tomorrow. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you like this video and then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell so that you're notified of my uploads moving forward. Daily Oilers content here on the channel. We're in full swing, folks. Full swing in terms of NHL hockey. Season is right around the corner. Officially starts October 8th. And I do need to actually, hold on. Someone did request tonight that I go over the preseason schedule at the end of my video tonight. So I'm going to do that for you. If you want to know when the Oilers are playing for the rest of this month and then in October, we're going to quickly take a look. Split squad games are over. Next game is going to be Tuesday, 6 p.m. local time against Winnipeg. That game is on TSN 3 or Oilers Plus. Then they play Seattle at home on the 24th. Then they play Winnipeg on the 26th of September. 28th of September, they'll play the Vancouver Canucks. And then when we get into October, they'll play Seattle and Vancouver one more time. And then the season officially opens October 8th. Lots of plans for when the season opens. I cannot wait. And also lots of plans for when we hit 10,000 subscribers. We're currently at almost 7,300, so about 2,700 more subscribers to go. We're going to get there this season. The question is when? Who knows? But you can help. You can help get us there. I don't know what I'm saying. I hope you all have a wonderful night or a wonderful day, depending on when you're watching this video. And we'll see you soon, all right? Day after discussion tomorrow. Tell someone you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.